Oh, welcome to round one. We're on the draw again, and this hand's totally fine. We can force a will if our opponent does something really, really busted, and Duskwatch on turn 2 is great. This does give us incentive to not play Opt until we draw another blue card. Like, I could Opt here, but I kind of want to keep it up for Force of Will. So I'm just going to wait to Opt. Also, we don't... I guess I would just scry any land to the bottom. But Force of Willing some busted play on turn 2 I think is more helpful here. Ooh, Duskwatch is nice. Gonna jam him down. I'm like so paranoid about Mana Tithe, but my opponent's on mono white, so it's like just oh, are you gonna oh sure. Okay, we can counter like an Anthem effect or something. I think my opponent actually wants to flip. That's actually fine because we can just Manivore the token. And then they still can't attack. And then we just counter any big Anthem effects they might have. I think we're gonna do that. Bounce your boy. And no attacks with the Duskwatch. I don't think it's worth trading. This is just gonna like get me through the late game. When I can just keep finding creatures off of it on turns I don't do anything, it's gonna be great. Although my hand's already pretty stacked with Seagate. I assume Opt is just getting pitched to Force of Will. So I guess I just have Seagate Oracle. If I could draw it to Fairy here. Hallowed Spirit Keeper. When it dies, make tokens with flying. X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That's not currently annoying. It might become annoying. I might have to force that. No, that's fine actually. I can block flyers. Okay, that's nice. I think given that I drew Miscalculation, I'm gonna opt so I don't flip Duskwatch. And then end of their turn I can Duskwatch if I don't counter something. But what are the odds I don't counter something? They're stuck on lands. I think I'm gonna opt. I just don't want him to flip. I think I can do better than Stratus Dancer. Like a land. Perfect. I have 2 counters up. Next turn, if they don't do anything, I can Seagate plus Miscalc. Or just hold up Hardcast Force of Will. And if they don't do anything this turn, I can Duskwatch 4 creatures. Yeah, the reason I bottomed the Stratus Dancer is they're mono white. There isn't too many effects they could have. That is a lasting card advantage engine. But they are stuck on mana. How am I winning then? I have ways to bounce it. Yeah, they're stuck on mana, that's fine. Also, if I countered it, then that would power up the Hallowed Spirit Keeper. Because I think no matter what, I'm going to be winning the late game now because I can Duskwatch. I have other ways to draw cards. Edric. Perfect. Repeal is kind of what I wanted, but that's okay. Ooh, Molly D. Perfect. Well, I can't really hit anybody with Edric just yet. I might just tap out for a Muldrifter. But I can Force of Will pitching Seagate, and then Muldrifter can hit people with Edric out. Yeah, I think I like just casting Molly D. Back up to 7 cards in hand. Ooh, Mystic Snake is a great pickup. Because now I can Force of Will whatever they do this turn. Then Mystic Snake next turn. If they like pass and flip my Duskwatch, that'd be awesome as well. In fact, I can flip my Duskwatch. Yeah, that is getting countered. And I don't think I need Seagate anymore now that I have Edric. It was pretty obvious I had Force of Will, but oh well. And I want Miscount because they're stuck on lands. Ooh, that's very good as well. So Edric costs 3. Oh yeah, we can do it all. We can do it all. We can play Edric. Nothing has flying. We can hit with Muldrifter. Draw a card. Ability, yep. Ooh. Oh wow. So I guess we just play a Trop. I won't be activating Duskwatch. I don't think. It's pretty likely I'm going to miscalculation something, so I'm just going to suspend vision. And this is where just drawing so many more cards than my opponent. I could miscalc whatever they play this turn. Next turn I'll have Mystic Snake up. I guess if it costs 1, I can't miscalc it. He's offering the trade for the Spirit Keeper. I think I want to get this guy in the graveyard. They get a 1/1 flyer, but I think if they're going to win the game, it's going to be from this guy getting really big. So we're going to do this. I could trade Duskwatch or Mentor of the Meek, but I do actually need a bit more card draw here. You get a 1/1 flyer. I'm not sure. I think they get to draw a card. That's pretty clever. And they're hitting lands now. Okay. Well, I think my biggest worry is gone with that guy out of here. Drawing Teferi would kind of just seal the deal, because then I can just Duskwatch whenever. Okay, no plays. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this guy flips, stuff gets cheaper. If I use his ability, then I can just Mystic Snake whatever. I'm down. I'll take it to Fairy. Alright, what spell do you have, opponent? Path to Exile, probably. Dismember my bro. Alright. He's gonzo. I can no longer cast Fairy this turn. Ooh. That's a good card. I like the Muldrifter beats. I'll take a bit of damage here. But then I think I'm pretty well stabilized after that. They took it. Interesting. Could even Phantasmal Image my Muldrifter? It's not a bad play. I'm down. I still have Miscalc up too. Wow, we've drawn so many cards. So here they kill Muldrifter probably. Yep. That's fine. I'd rather them kill that. I mean, you can get in with some creatures now, but pretty soon I'll just have Teferi flash in, and then they just can't do anything. Okay. We have Resto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is fine. Do I even want to tap out? Not really. I don't really need to impulse for anything. My hand is stacked. You control a fever with power less than or equal to that. Okay. So that'll work next turn. Wait, how much mana do we have? We have 6, 7, 8. So Teferi plus 3, that doesn't do much. But we Legacy's Allure, because we can either Teferi or Mystic Snake, but we can't do both. And then... do I even need to attack? I don't even think I need to attack. I'd rather just not die to random damage. Right? Yeah, I have plenty of cards. We're gonna play on defense for one more turn. See what they got. Cure the Wastes, X equals 2. Why are they holding up 1? Fine with them having 2 tokens. I don't mind that. You can draw a card. Because they're just gonna have to throw away their tokens into my creatures if they want to deal damage. I'm gonna draw 3 cards in 2 turns. I have 2 counter spells up between Miscalc and Mystic Snake. Maybe I should have traded Edric for Mentor. Kitchen Finks gain 2. Sure. Also don't really mind that. Black mana? What? Lightning Greaves. Also not that worried about that. Sure. Yep. They saw my Teferi, right? They know I have to fairy. Guys, you all saw this. Okay. This attack makes sense at least. That's probably just game now. This blocks here. Kind of just want to trade with this mentor. Blocks the flyer and I take 4. Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want him drawing any random cards off mentor. Sphinx comes back, but so be it. Power less than or equal. Okay. I can steal one of the random 1/1s. Yep. Goes down to 1. Draw. They land and hit them for 5. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna wait one more turn. They only have 2 cards in hand. The moment we find Master of Waves, it's just GG's anyway. We're playing this very conservatively, to be fair. Something like Duress would kind of get us, but not too much. Faith's Fetters. Enchanted creature is a permanent. Okay, so I think I impulse now, see what I find, and then decide. Ooh, Elder Deep Fiend. I can flash in a Thassa as well. 5, 6, 7. Oh, ooh. And Thassa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna take that, I think. I mean, Remand would work. Thassa would just kind of win the game. And I want Fiend, click, then Remand. I mean, that's fine, you can do that. So Thassa blocks here, this blocks there. I take 3, go to 5, no worries. Block, block. Put on to 5. If we can get to scry on upkeep before drawing 3. For sure. Scry 1. Lands to the bottom. Move Soul. I already have plenty of counter spells. 2. Cast it. I would like to draw 3 cards. Might even deck my. What? Wow, okay. All nonsense here. Actually, all nonsense. Hmm. Well, that's kind of brutal. I guess I hit for 7. Play my Lumbering Falls. And my Sylvan Library. And I still have enough for a Mystic Snake. 6, 7, yeah. And I just have them dead next turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'm 1 short. Okay, I can just steal a creature, and then I have them dead. Okay, so we are going to miscalculation that. They pay 2. Now we Mystic Snake. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we give a lot of unblockable. We might not necessarily have lethal here. Okay, well now we do. Take that guy. Okay. Now we have lethal. Okay, that was a really tough game 1. Game 2, so they're like white weenie-ish. What even we want here? Harbinger of the Tides is like fine against a bunch of tokens, but not amazing. Honestly, I think my deck's pretty well set up pre-combat. The only thing I could think of is putting him in to bounce Blade Splicer tokens in particular. But we're perfect. Deck's gas. We just played very conservatively that game. I think we could have killed them a lot sooner. But I just wanted to like make sure they didn't have some random like 5-mana planeswalker like Gideon would have been very tough for us to deal with. Our opponent's bull getting to 4. Oh, well to 5, okay. If we can just top deck Ancestral Vision off the top, that would be really nice. Visions. Just some casual Duskwatch Recruiter nonsense. I think turn 2 we're gonna go Legacy's Allure. That card's really tough for them to beat. And I'm not gonna be activating Duskwatch for a bit anyway. Also, this plays around some type of weird removal spell by them. And I guess we can't quite outpace a Hero of Bladehold with it. Can we? Right, because turn 3 they do that. We go up to 1. Turn 4 then we go up to 2. I guess we can, because we can Man of War bounce the hero and then steal it. Sure. Tokens is fine. Bowling to 5 is really rough. They do have this turn to resolve Spear of Heliod. Heliod? Heliod. One of those two. But they only have 3 cards in hand. Wow. Flicker Wisp. Doesn't do anything. Yes, I would like to put a treasure counter. Yep. I want to play a 3-drop. I could bounce their Flicker Wisp, and they recast it and reset my Legacy's Allure. It does set them back quite a lot of time, though. And they can't even attack. Kind of like doing that. I guess they can Flicker Wisp my Mana War. But I just want to eat up their mana. I know they don't have many spells in hand, but the way my hand is, I'm winning the late game. Duskwatch Recruiter can just draw so many cards. This card's so good. I almost feel like it was a design mistake. This actually, take it back. This play puts me weak to Hero of Bladehold. I don't really need a 1/1, so that's fine. Put a treasure, yep. Ooh, V-click. I think I'm just gonna draw step V-click them. Can trade for Flicker Wisp. Need blue. Blue, blue, green, V-click. See what you got. Hollowed Spirit Keeper locks it on Warhammer. +3/+0, trample, and lifelink. Whoa. Well, we're gonna get rid of that probably. Right? Although if we take Hollowed Spirit Keeper, they can lock it on Warhammer. But they won't have enough creatures to actually get in for damage with it. Right? It makes all their tokens like 4/4s or whatever. Nah, I'm gonna take the Warhammer. That's just too risky. I know it takes a lot of mana and time by them, but this is the type of card that could win them a game. Whereas like Spirit Keeper, it's gonna give them a lot of 1/1s, but I don't really worry about that too much. So here I'm just gonna trade off. We can actually steal Spirit Keeper with Legacy's Allure. Ooh, Vanguard, okay. Go up to 2. Okay, Force of Will makes me feel very safe now. And this can get me out of the other spell that we saw from their hand, which for some reason is not revealed, but okay. Yeah, so I think I just let them cast the Spirit Keeper and steal it with Legacy's Allure. I can counter the card that bounces things on top of my library with the Stratus Dancer. And I'll just take 3 here, it doesn't matter. The unfortunate thing is they're probably going to wait until my upkeep to use the spell to bounce Legacy's Allure. We'll see though. I have Force of Will up as well. Sure. Down for that. Go up to 3. Lumbering Falls. I have Hardcast Force of Will, but I can also just Duskwatch Recruiter. Oh, I think I know what their play is. Well, we're gonna steal their dude. And attack with Mana War, because now I can start getting in. They double block, that's more creatures for Hollowed Spirit Keeper. If they want to try and bounce it on top of their library, I can counter it. And go Duskwatch, Seagate lets me pitch to Force of Will. Yeah, we have pretty much every base covered here. Very thorough gameplay here, which takes a bit of time, especially explaining every step that I'm doing, but hopefully you guys get something out of it or enjoy it. Yeah, we only have 1 creature in our graveyard right now. I'll take the damage, I don't really care. Brimaz. Do I care about Brimaz? I kind of do. Makes it really hard to kill them. But we can, because did they play land? No, but they can't use unexpectedly absent. So I can use this and try and find a other blue creature to pitch maybe. Ooh. Kind of just want this Mole Drifter. Sorry, Thassa. Now we can counter that. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ain't scared. We'll hit a land off Mole Drifter. To activate the morph is what I'm talking about mostly. Come on, land. Perfect. We can really just get in there. I still want to keep Duskwatch Recruiter around. I actually don't want my morph to die. Just these guys. Bum bum bum. Take 5. Oh, and he's Vigilance too. This card's very good. I mean, it's kind of clunky, right? It's 3 mana to do something, but... Target instant or sorcery. Okay. Maybe it was a bit aggro on my counterspell. Elspeth doesn't actually do that much, though. Like, we can take 7. 6, go to 5 life. I know the last card in their hand. We can kill Elspeth, right? 2 guaranteed. They can chump. Yeah, we can kill Elspeth. That's fine. Oh, perfect. Okay, how are we doing this? Can we just kill them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, we're just shy of being able to kill them. Actually, if we had activated Lumbering Falls, it would have been very close. Just gonna attack them though. Wait, God, this is hard. We can make blockers with Hollowed Spirit Keeper. Attack you, attack you, attack you, attack you. Keep back Stratus Dancer. Then when they move to combat, we can Deep Fiend their creatures and lands. Yeah. And we can sack the Spirit Keeper to use Deep Fiend's ability. That way we can still hold up the Stratus Dancer morph. Interesting. Okay. They could have gone for lethal this way, the other way though. Right? Because now I get 2 spirits to block their Adanto Vanguard. Wait. Oh, because he goes to their graveyard. Okay. Just one. Just one spirit. But this should just be GG. I know the last card in their hand. He transforms, so I can Deep Fiend off of Mole Drifter and it'll cost 1. I just want to keep up all my mana for Elder Deep Fiend. Tapping all their things and having a counterspell up should be enough to win the game. Because they're going to go to unexpectedly absent my token here. And then plussing Chandra. I have plenty lethal, so I just let that happen. That way I can keep this up in case they have something else crazy. Or plussing Elspeth, I mean. Now they're like, what do I even do here? Yep. I need to tap it and begin combat. That way they waste their mana too. So this costs 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I have to cast with a merge. Guess we just sack this Mana War. That should just be game. Whew. Okay. Yeah, the reason I did it that way was because now I have Stratus Dancer up in case they have some weird, like, path to exile my own creature to gain life or whatever. I don't know. Might as well play around stuff when you can. It looked risky, right? Because my life total was low and stuff, but I knew they had unexpectedly absent and were drawing 1 card. If it was a creature, I could tap it with Deep Fiend. If it was an instant or sorcery, I could counter it with Stratus Dancer. So I think that was the correct line. Anyway, you guys, round 2.